I'm 24 years old and never had a boyfriend. Let's talk about it. Girl, this is by choice, okay? I'm a baddie and I know that, and I have high standards. And what's wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. I'm a very old school type of person, very old fashioned, and I find that very hard to find in men nowadays. And whether you like women, men, whoever, you may agree or disagree, but I want someone to be opening the door for me, car door, regular door, and I'll open it for them too eventually. But it's just like I like those little things. I like those little things that some people don't normally look for, but they just give you without you having to ask. And some people watching might be like, girl, you're asking too much. That's why you never had a boyfriend. Like, you need to lower your standards. Why? What's the use if I have a boyfriend at the age of 24 or the age of 18 or the age of 30? If I have my first boyfriend at 30 and that's my husband, so be it. That's when I'm meant to have a boyfriend. But everything happens for a reason. And I'm not just going to date someone just to be like, hey guys, I have a boyfriend. That's not really why I want to date someone. But to each their own. To each their own. I don't know. I just don't think things should be forced. And I feel like nowadays there's such pressure on when are you getting a boyfriend? When are you getting a girlfriend? When are you getting in a relationship? And it's like, why is that what you're asking me right now? I think I just cut myself off. But why are you asking me that? Ask me about my success and me, my confidence, my slaying era, which I'm in, period. I also definitely think confidence has a lot to do with it because if you don't love yourself, you should not be loving someone else in a relationship like that. You need to figure out the love you have for yourself first and what's going to make you love yourself. And then you can focus on letting somebody else receive love from you because you are the most important person at the end of the day in your life. You're going to make those decisions. Nobody's going to come knocking at your door helping you make those decisions. You need to do it for yourself. And self-love, in my opinion, people not may agree, but is the most important love. You need to have yourself. You go to bed at night with yourself. You wake up with yourself. You choose what you do on the daily. And it's important to have that confidence to live every single day living your best life. Anything I've done in my life so far, I've done with confidence, and I've succeeded at when I've done it with confidence. If I haven't done it necessarily with confidence, I don't think I've gotten the outcome that I wanted in the situation. When I was younger and in school, I would always say to myself, how come this girl always has a boyfriend? And I know there's people out there who also used to say that to themselves because you know how there's two different people in this world. There is one type of person. Well, there's many different types of people with relationships. There's people who have a boyfriend one year, don't the next year. Then there's people that always have a boyfriend, and then there's people that never really had a boyfriend and might just meet one person and that just may be it, or they meet someone later in their life and experience things with them and then they find their husband. There's everybody or wife or whoever, and everybody is so different. Everybody's timeline is so different, but that's the thing. There is no correct timeline. So stop trying to make a plan for yourself. Stop trying to make a freaking 5-year plan when you need to live in the present because the present is going to go away. That's it. Like, if you don't live for today, tomorrow it's going to be gone. You can't go back. So why live in the next 5 years when you have today to live, okay? So back on what I was saying about in school, I used to say all the time, why does this person always in a relationship and why is no one ever looking at me? The thing is, people were looking at me. I just didn't like them. And I'm sure people were looking at me that I never knew because they thought that I wouldn't like them. And that's just the truth of it. Whether you really believe that or not, that is the truth. There is always somebody that's probably crushing on you, thinks you're attractive, would love to get to know you, but may be scared of what you'll think of them. And that's just human nature. That's normal. But I always, a lot in school, would just think, how come this person always has someone and I never have? And I think that's super, super normal. But as you get older, I think I started to realize that might not necessarily be a bad thing. The whole you should lower your standard thing is such BS. You should never lower your standard. That doesn't even make sense. If you have a specific standard and you lower it and then you meet somebody, how are you guys a match if what you really want is not them? That doesn't make sense. Also, love is so beautiful. You should never give up on it. Doesn't matter how old or young you are. There's always time for love for yourself or to give to someone else. But not to go from mushy to bad bitch, but do not let somebody walk all over you. You deserve the best. Do not lower your standards. Be the bad bitch you are, okay? I don't need to see no one settling. I don't know why that's even a thing. The word settling doesn't exist in my head because I will never settle because I was great before that person. So why would I need that person and be settling? Doesn't make sense, people. Being single is okay. Being in a relationship is okay. But at the end of the day, you need to be independent on your own, and the person you're with is only making you a better person. And that's also a big thing. I don't want to be with someone that doesn't make me a better person. You get it? The iconic Bethany Frankel posted a video and said that you need to love the version of them that you're seeing with your naked eye instead of loving the version of them that you're making up in your head. She said something like that. I have a tendency to meet people and to just assume that they're a good person, think really good things about them, and make up these scenarios in my head that don't exist because I'm trying to give them all these excuses. They do something bad, I'm like, nah, they really meant it to be like this. Like, they would never do that. No, you need to see them at face value because they're showing you their true colors. You're just not looking. So basically, at the end of the day, when your person is meant to come in your life, they will. Okay? Also, isn't this so cute? It's from TJ Maxx. Love that place. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Just know, if you've never been in a relationship, totally fine. Doesn't matter how young, how old you are. When it's meant for you, it will come to you. Stay beautiful, baddies.